The sealing area goes from here all the way over here, down to here, and it starts again right here. Here, where the crankshaft comes out, is a seal, and you've seen that round seal. There's a round seal on each side of the crankshaft, a black seal. And I would suggest you buy those from Honda if you're going to do this, because if they fail, then you're either going to get oil on your electronics over here, which is no good from this side, or you're going to get oil on your belt on this side, which won't do you any good. The bearing races look good. The mating surfaces look very good. There is no damage. From what I can tell, and I want to tell the owner, if he's watching, is that yes, the engine is old, it's worn out. Now that's the bad news, because it's gone 28,000 miles, and that's a fuckload of miles for this little engine with this little tiny piston driving a 183-pound bike. That's well worth your money. On the other side of the coin, there was no catastrophic failure. There was no piston that blew up or bearing that seized in the races right here and ruined the races. These two cases each cost $130 a piece US, and you have to buy them as a set. You can't buy one or the other. You have to buy both of them. So I discussed this with the owner that this could be a $260 problem. Now, as I've taken the cases down, that problem is eliminated. Nada. That money won't come into play because this engine is in such beautiful shape for being old and worn out, but not damaged, which is nice. Up here we have the hole, which is where the chain is right here, and this is the peg that goes down in like this, and it holds the chain down and keeps it tension. This right here is called a water jacket, and it is just like a jacket that you would put around, that you would put on yourself. Now the water jacket is this dark ring here. It's not the cylinder. The jacket is basically a surrounding area where water is pumped in right here. And what it does is the water goes along the base, and it comes up, it bubbles up to the top of the cylinder head, which this part fits right on this part, and the water goes in these little waterways. Okay, and you ask, well, why are the waterways so low, so spaced like this and so small? The reason is because water is an excellent heat exchanger, and that's what they want. But they want a certain rate of water to go through the cylinder, water jacket right here, bubble up, and go through the system. If the water was too cold because it was going by too fast, you get something called a reverse piston lock. It's where everything is too cold, and it's a long theory for me to tell you about. But anyway, there's been a lot of development, research, and a lot of money put into these. Now, also, I've looked at the interior of the water areas and looked for any calcification that is hard water deposits, and there is a little tiny bit, but not much. Not much. So our first order of business is to buy a new crankshaft, a new piston, and the valves here, that's still out on the valves.